would you agree that Rakesh Tikait has lost a lot of his standing after the events of the last 48 hours? He's gotten very emotional now. He's playing a little bit of victim. But there is evidence that he certainly did instigate what's going on. He is cornered now. Is there anything left to stand on?
You know, I'm not a spokesperson for Rakesh Tikait, and neither am I going to do a ball-by-ball commentary on what he has said or not. You know, he was leading this protest. He is going to now be answerable for whatever he said or not said. But I really want to place on record before anything else, because for all of us, including my co-panelists from the BJP, we're all in public life, and at no level can we endorse the fact that this violence happened on Republic Day. And when you say the law is catching up, I really wish the law catches up with the likes of Deep Sidhu. He is still at large. It's been 48 hours since that fateful event happened at the Red Fort. It is a national monument. There is no other place other than the tricolour. That man is still at large.
But he's been named in the FIR. That's a developing story, Supriya.
He may have been named in the FIR, Shiv. He may have been named in the FIR, Shiv, but if you may allow me to quote something in Hindi, अगर पुलिस चाह जाए तो मोहल्ले के मंदिर की चप्पल चोरी नहीं होती है. This man is at large.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, but there are so many others as well. Nobody has been.
What is happening?
Very few people have been detained so far, ma'am. You know, see, the thing is, this will get caught in that. This will get caught in that unending spiral. You'll have Bhalla's pictures put up. You know, now Nupur will show pictures of Bhalla with Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. Then it will become some people were with Congress, some people were with BJP. There's an investigation now. I'm talking about. I appreciate the point both of you are making. See, Nupur's got a phone poked at the camera as well. I'm just saying we're talking about whether the farmer protests have been fatally damaged by what has happened, because ultimately after 2 months of a largely peaceful protest, where there wasn't really much of a big security deployment there stopping the farmers from protesting there, this one day of violence has completely ended it. You've seen what's happened in the last 10 hours.
Shiv,
Nupur,
if you may allow me to speak now.
Yeah, okay, Shiv, quickly make your point, then I'll... Yeah.
Yeah, because Shiv, you know, you did not intervene when my co-panelist was talking. You started intervening in mine.
Supriya, forgive me. So I was just saying, let's not get into the Bhalla versus Deep Sidhu thing. That's a separate thing. We've been doing that all day today.
I am not getting into anybody, but I think this also needs to be placed on record.
100%. It's been on record all day on India Today.
Yes, so please, I mean, if it's my chance to speak, I'm not going to watch India Today every day and say what's playing on record. My simple point of this whole thing is, what led to what we are witnessing today? For 63 days, these farmers were protesting in the most peaceful way. Did you report one untoward incident? None. What happened is something that merits a judicial inquiry. So it merits a full-fledged inquiry. What happened? What went wrong? Who infiltrated this movement? And if there was prior intelligence reports, which is now being claimed, then why was no action taken? Why were these rowdy elements not weeded out? Is that not a valid point to ask?
No,
because this is a great security breach in the last 1 year alone in the capital city of Delhi. First the Delhi riots and now this.
You know, all of these, my limited point here, I'll get Mr. Kakaran after Nupur, but my limited point here is, of course, these are valid questions that need to be asked, but I'm just saying the investigation has just begun. It's just begun. I mean, the summons have just been issued to some of these players. You know, some of them have blamed each other. Some of them have pulled out of the protest.
Why did the police not act?
No, but
I think that's a very valid question to ask.
The questions for the Delhi police are certainly questions that we will continue to ask, but that's a separate debate. Intelligence failure, you know, whether too much leniency was shown, whether they were lured to discredit themselves, are all questions. Believe me, we ask all questions here on India Today. Don't worry about that, Supriya. But Nupur, you want to respond to what she's saying? We need to get to the root of it.
Isse fayda kiska ho raha hai? Just ask that question.
Okay, now...
Specifics, Nupur.
For the questions asked.
Yeah.
Now to sit here and to say what action was taken. Yes, specifically. Well, she would certainly know. She's been previously a journalist. It is not for the police to adjudicate. It is for the police to investigate and collect evidence to show and submit before the courts. Now, if she doesn't remember, wasn't Deep Sidhu actually summoned by the NIA? Of course, that he chose not to appear before the NIA for interrogation is completely now another added evidence against him. But let's not forget, I was not showing Nikhil Bhalla. I was showing Himachal Congress Sevadal verified Twitter handle on 20 November 2020, calling Deep Sidhu voice of a farmer by uploading a video. It still exists on their verified handle. Now, having said that, of course, Deep Sidhu himself has said to a senior female journalist, I have nothing to do with the BJP. I don't believe in them. And we also, Sunny Deol has also gone on record. Nikhil Balla, obviously, nobody in the Congress has an answer for that.
See,
but I have something else to say. It is recorded evidence, allow me, it is recorded evidence that Bhindranwale literature was actually single border. It is recorded evidence by nobody else but the All India Congress Committee, Kisan Congress National Joint Convener, Mr. Gursimran Singh Mann, in December 2020 to the STF in Haryana, that Khalistanis have infested and SFJ has infested this very protest. Now, what the police is doing is investigating. Now, you name one certain and one single case as a journalist from your memory, if you may remember, any kind of investigation which is ongoing, because it also culminated into January 26 events.
My memory serves me right.
This has already happened.
My memory serves me right.
And the courts have also adjudicated overnight that, here is the guilty person and here is the one who's acquitted. Now, I also want to come back to the Congress party. Please explain Mr. Nikhil Bhalla's role by profession. He's an advocate. What is he doing atop a tractor at ITO, wherein tractors were attempting to run down not only
those pictures are on our screen, as were the